You know, Isaac, we should be on.
We're live.
We should be live right about now, yep. Hello everyone, and welcome back. This is now round 3 here in the Group 4 cars of the GT Sport. Group 1, we've got the race around Laguna Seca today. I really like this track.
Yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting race. Loads of technical parts to this track. See loads of people like running wide, going onto the gravel.
Yeah, and it's definitely a technical track, but it can be much easier once you watch the Gavra racing track guide, brought to you by Tiger Assassin, the man himself. As yeah, they're just all coming round to start practicing now. I assume we'll be getting started anytime soon, as they just go around on their practice laps now. Tiger putting in about a 27.9. Probably want to be improving on that. I think he was setting about 126s yesterday, so yeah, he's going to want to be improving on that time. Dutchy obviously in first, the big man himself, leading the championship at the moment. Had very good opening rounds as Play Dutchy. He's going to want to carry that momentum through on into this round. We've also got Ifin, who I think is going to be right up there today. Can see him being right at the front of the field once again. Dan Snyder's actually in second, but obviously they're just practicing at the moment. Holland Campion saying that he is having trouble with this course actually in the chat. And I think they should be getting started any minute now.
There's quite like a winding part to this track. Have you seen it?
Through which part?
Yeah, like the elevation
middle
changes
sector.
massively.
Oh right, yeah, it does. Yeah.
It's in the third sector.
Yeah, when you're coming through that very tight corner. Yeah, it'd be quite a thing taking an F1 car through it. It's very tight for a lot of the track though, so it's going to be quite difficult to stay an F1 car through. You see where like two Saints going through this bit to fit two F1 cars as well. They're so wide these days.
Yeah, nah, they'd definitely be making contact through there.
Yeah. Subscribe to a Tim Gren on YouTube. I'm not sure about that one. I might actually give him a follow now he said that, to be fair.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely check
Tim Gren he's a quick guy, to be fair, and especially on this game. Bon Evil almost losing the car there. I know it's only practice, but losing the rear end and that lap. She's got a penalty now. Yeah, well, hopefully not for Bon Evil. She's not had the greatest of the first two races. She did. She's gone right up. She's having all sorts of ups.
She's drifting the car, man.
Oh, look at her. She's like sending it through the corner.
She's just drifting it around here.
Yeah, it's not the best to be not the best cars to be drifting in, but Bon Evil's loving it anyway. Oh no, taking her car through. Now, I'm not sure why they haven't got started yet.
Oh, she spun it again.
Let me put something in the chat.
Interested to see what Tiger and Toussaint, the DCMR brothers, can do today.
Yeah, and definitely for the BCMR brothers, going to be interesting. See what they can do this weekend. Tiger, I'm actually going to have to check the standings here. I'm not sure.
Where do we check that?
It'll be on the website. Hello, Gavra. Gavra's in the chat. Lovely to see Gav out here. And yeah, we're just gonna have a look at the standing. I think it's definitely Play Dutchy leading. I think it's either Ifin or Toussaint in second. About then. Let's have a look on the website anyway.
Yeah, Tiger and Toussaint are working really well together. Some chemistry on the track, man. They've been getting really good points finishes. No, they do though, don't they?
Yeah, they definitely do, and they, using the slipstream together to help them get the quicker laps in for qualifying is really helping them kind of get that thing, because a lot of the other drivers aren't actually running with any teammates on here, so they don't have that luxury of having the slipstream that they can just try and use at any point. And we're going to see what the drivers are going out on now. A lot of them going out on the soft tyres to start off with. Cryptech actually opting for the super softs there. We've got a Tim Gren going out for a lap.
Daniel Gardenzi on the medium compound.
Ah, yeah, I'm not sure where he is. Oh, yeah, he's right now. Let's see if he's going to be able to set a good lap with those tyres on. We've got a Tim Gren out, who's gone out first, so he's going to be the first one to be setting a lap. Let's have a look. I want to check the standings because Tim Gren had a really bad result last weekend. I think if I remember correctly, he was doing really well in the race and then completely lost it. And he didn't have a great race through there. Oh, and he's actually lost it, yeah. On his outlap, the commentator's curse as he's lost it, yeah. No damage for a Tim Gren, and that's unfortunate for him there. He was wanting to go out first, I think.
Better to lose the car in quali than in the actual race to get out.
Definitely, but I think Bon Evil's going to want to get past, so they're going to start racing in qualifying, and they do. Bon Evil's made the move on a Tim Gren in the qualifying session. Great stuff there. Bon Evil actually running wide later on in that lap. But yeah, we've got Ifin going out on his first lap. I did say I think he'd be quick this weekend. I definitely do. I think he's got a good chance.
Yeah, he was really fast last weekend, if I can remember correctly.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a look now, but I'm sure he was. I think he finished third. He was either second or third. I think he was. He was very close to the front of the field anyway. So we've got. Yeah, so the winner for the first 2 rounds was Dutchy. He got both of the wins, both of the pole positions, and Tim Gren got the fastest lap on the first round. So for the drivers, it's Tiger in second. So Tiger's actually much higher up than I thought. And Ifin's actually in third. He got second in the last race, but he only got 15 points in the first race, which is what really hurt him there. But he's only 3 points behind Tiger. It's very, very close in this championship. Long way to go, though. They've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rounds to go. And the championship, apart from Dutchy absolutely leading away with it at the moment, it looks like Play Dutchy's running away with it really, but yeah, we're going to see this weekend if anyone's going to be able to get close to him. Hopefully they will be. So we've got Natty and a few others on the wraps. Hello Rick Holt. I was talking about Rick Holt earlier. I was surprised not to see you in this championship. I really thought that I'd see you in there because you were in the one before with the Red Bull Junior car, so I was a bit surprised not to see you in there. We've got some people setting some times though. We've got Ifin coming across the line, Bon Evil and Tiger all setting laps. Ifin currently up there on provisional pole position with a 27.2. So it's quite a good lap for now, but he's definitely going to want to be improving. We've got Tiger and Toussaint both using each other's toe to try and get as much lap time as possible here in the BCMR cars.
There was a Tim Gren as well, by the way, pitting for a fresh set of tyres.
Yeah, the Tim Gren just maybe not happy with his pace at the moment. He's not been able to set a quick lap yet. He's only been able to set a 1:44.0. Has actually just seen Play Dutchy come into the scene there, and he's actually gone pole. I didn't even, well, provisional pole, but yeah, he's managed to put it up there. I didn't actually see him set the lap time, but 0.3 quicker than Ifin there. That is an incredible lap to put himself 0.3 ahead.
Lap time.
Very good. Very impressive there from Dutchy. A few other people on some laps now. Tiger improving on his lap time at the moment. Is he going to be able to improve? He's currently in P4 at the moment, just behind Bon Evil. And those two had, I think it was those two having a big scrap. It was either her or her and Toussaint. They were having a great battle last weekend. I can't remember if you remember during the race, Bon Evil was just constantly having that battle with those guys. But Tiger been able to improve by only a 1/10. That's a bit disappointing for Tiger. I think he might have wanted to improve a bit and put on some of the super soft tyres, try and go for a quick lap there. But yeah, so far he's 2 tenths off his teammate and about 3 tenths off Bon Evil there in 3rd position. So you definitely wanted to be improving on that lap. So got Ifin, who's actually just come into the pits, and he's put on a set of the super soft tyres. So is he going to be looking to try and challenge Dutchy on that on his lap? Dutchy's he's set another lap, but he's just off his personal best, and he's going to want to be improving on that one. Also, Natty G, I think, potentially going on a lap here. I think Natty's going on a lap.
Just a bit over 10 minutes in this quali session.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully, people at the back kind of improve their lap times. Maybe need to just pit for like a new set of tyres or something.
Yeah, I think. Well, unfortunately, we've kind of got the same kind of grid order that we've been used to with the whole Dutchy pole, and then we've got Tiger up there at the front with Toussaint. Yeah, they both just improved on their lap time, and Toussaint's been able to go just ahead of Ifin. Look at the difference there between those two drivers. Very, very close, but Ifin's actually on a lap here, I think. And is he going to come across the line now? No, sorry, he was on an outlap. He was on an outlap, my bad. Or was he? He was on a lap. He was on a lap. I'm not sure. We've got Bon Evil coming out of the pit, so she's gone onto the super soft tyres. She's definitely going to want to be improving on her time. Look at the difference between her and Ifin, about 21 thousandths of a second. That is crazy. That is really close between those two there. And then about a 2/10 gap from Bon Evil to Tiger, who I think, is he on a lap now? I think he is. He's on some older soft tyres, so he's probably going to want to be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. Yeah, we're going to see if Tiger is going to be. And he's about a second down on his time, so he's definitely backed off his lap here. I think he's going to be diving it into the pit lane at the end of this lap, as he does. Comes into the pit lane. We've got Dutchy, who might be on a lap. I think he's just come into the pit, so he might be on a quick lap here. Dutchy trying to improve on his lap. He's on an out lap, actually. I've just seen that at the top. We'll see what tyres are going to be strapped onto Toussaint's Viper. We've got the super soft tyres he's going on to, so he's going to want to be improving on his lap here. When is the F1 League? We've got the Academy, Freshman, Premier and Super. They all run during the week, so they're all on at the moment. They've already started. The Academy, I believe, runs on the Monday, Freshman Tuesday. Oh no, it's not. It can't be Freshman on Tuesday. Because don't we race on Tuesday? Or oh no, we race on Wednesdays, don't we?
Yeah.
For the Premier, so it's I was right. So the Freshman is on the Tuesday, Premier is on the Wednesday, and then the Super League is on the Friday. Or the Thursday even, my bad. Oh, it's Toussaint, he's gone for a spin there, and he's just come out on the super soft tyres, and that's so unfortunate for him.
The wall as well.
And it's all popping off in qualify. That is so unfortunate for Toussaint though, because he's just come out. He's literally just come out on an outlap on those super soft tyres, and that's so unfortunate for him. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue with this. It looks like he's going to try and maybe go for a lap, but he's got Holland Campion behind him, I think, going on a lap here. But yeah, so the main F1, those are the main F1 leagues, but we also run the weekend league, which is just on the Sunday, and that will be starting up pretty soon, that one. So if you do want to get registered for the weekend league, we are. So if you do want to race in the weekend league, you'll be racing against myself and Isaac Smart. I think Natty's just set a lap and goes P2, very solid lap from Natty there. And Dan Snyder also improved and moves himself up into 6th position. But yeah, if you do want to go into the weekend league, I believe the registration's still open, so you can get into that one. Unfortunately for the other ones, you would have had to do the prelim races, but wow, we've just seen Play Dutchy set another fastest lap. and goes 7/10 ahead of anyone else. He's 7/10 away from Natty.
He got a really good toe off Jetsy.
Ah, so that might be why he's gone very quick. But nevertheless, he's setting a blistering lap there of a 1:26.4. Going to be interesting to see if anyone is going to be able to come close to challenging Dutchy. But at the moment,
losing the car again.
Yeah, I'm just going wide back there, unfortunately. Also got Toussaint. Is he on a lap after he had that unfortunate spin? Gonna see if he's gonna want to be improving. He's just behind Holland Campion, so he's gonna be getting the slipstream as he comes through the last few corners. Gonna want to get a tight line into this corner, brake as late as he can, but obviously doesn't want to hit into the back of Holland Campion as well. Gets right up behind him, drifts out a little bit wide on the exit, but it's gonna give him a good exit across the line. What is he going to be able to set? And it's 4 tenths down in his time, so maybe that spin just costing him a bit of momentum, costing him a bit of time, and that's unfortunate for him there. We've got hello Pierre. Yeah, unfortunately it's looking like another play Dutchy domination here. Hello Black Country Despet, is that how you say your name? Very sorry if I've said that wrong, Despet. But yeah, welcome to everyone in the chat. We've got 4 minutes left of this qualifying session, and then we'll be getting into the race. At the moment we've got Tiger, who's actually improved, but goes very wide there, very, very wide and off the track. But he's been able to improve and got up to P2. So we didn't see that, but Tiger's been able to improve and put himself up into P2, and I'm assuming Toussaint will be wanting to do the same. So maybe they'll be working together to give each other that important slipstream. But I think Toussaint's now giving the slipstream to, I think it's Holland Campion behind, if I am correct. I think it is. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's Holland Campion behind, but he's actually going to dip into the pit. So no one to make the most of that slipstream. Going to come into the pits. He is on the super soft tyres, so it's going to be interesting to see what he goes on. Not sure what tyres he's going to want to be going on. Probably the soft tyres. I'll take him out. Oh god, please take him out now. It'd be a good race if you did take him out, but no, we don't want to take him out.
It's Ivan going P2 then.
Yeah, and, oh wow, that was a very good lap. He's managed to bridge the gap between Dutchy and everyone else, and he's put himself 3 tenths behind Dutchy for the moment, and about a 4/10 gap to Tiger. That's not great for him. Unfortunately for Tiger, he's going to have to improve massively now if he wants to have any chance of beating Ivan or Dutchy for that pole position. And it's looking like he's going to struggle now, really, on this bit, unfortunately. We've also got, I think, Bon Evil on a lap. She straps on a set of the new super soft tyres. We're seeing if she can improve on her time. She's about 21 thousandths down at the moment. How do you say? Is it, you know, if you say like, so because you obviously get like 2 1,000, which is very, very small. But how would you say, like, you know, when you go up to 21,000? I keep saying 21,000, but it sounds wrong. Do you know what I mean? So I do want to say like 200th, but Bon Evil losing the car there and going off wide, and that is so unfortunate. In the exact same place that I think it was where Ivan lost it as well, and Toussaint, and that is so unfortunate for her there. She was on a lap on those fresh tyres, and now it looks like she's gonna have to stick with P6 for now. Very unfortunate for her.
Nice lap for Bonnie again, man. That part of the track is obviously quite challenging for these drivers.
Oh, it's appearing to be that way. I mean, it's going to be interesting in the race. There's a Timgren. She lets a Timgren go through. I'm not sure if Timgren's on a fast lap here. It looks like he is. He's on a set of the super soft tyres. Got about 1:20 remaining. Is he going to be able to improve in the lap? Currently down in P7. The Timgren, as he crosses the line, where's he going to put his car? Goes into P3. Very good lap from a Timgren. And Yeah, that's going to have Tiger worrying a little bit now, as he's only got a minute to improve on his lap. Also, Toussaint down in 6th position. And it's going to be interesting to see if these guys can improve on the laps. They're going to be hoping that they can. There's a massive train just behind Toussaint. And in fact, in front of Toussaint, from Tobster all the way down to, I think that's Tiger right at the back of that. No, there's actually more. There's Natty, who ends off that train. So it's just a massive train of slipstream as they come through the middle sector. Actually, Natty is on an out lap, but Tiger is on a quick lap here. Let's see if he can improve. Expect to see some crashes. Yeah, I think there will be. I think it's going to be a very interesting race, if I'm honest. There's been a lot of spins, a lot of people actually struggling to get used to the track. Holland Campion mentioning that he was struggling a lot. And as we've got a load of people crossing the line now, I'm just not going to be able to keep up with that. They've got Toussaint who improves, goes P3. Tiger actually overtakes Natty, goes into P4. Over, so unfortunately for Tim Gren as he improved.
Running onto the gravel, sorry.
Yeah.
It ruined her lap yet again.
Yeah, Bonnie running onto the wide there. No, but Bon Evil, yeah, not been able to improve again. So unfortunate for her. I think she's not going to get another lap in as well, I don't think. That's unfortunately her qualifying over. So only good enough for P8. We've got, I think, Holland Campion on a lap. Timgren's actually improved and gone P3, so I didn't see that. But Timgren was in P6, now improves, goes P3. Good lap from him, and I think he'll be pretty pleased with that because he was a bit on the back for it all the way through that session, and he's pulled it out right when it mattered. So, yeah, good performance from him. Back on the front 2 rows, which he wasn't for last weekend, actually running the Gavra Racing livery there. Big fan of that car, it looks very nice. I might have to download one of those liveries, you know, when we go into
But who's sporting the Gavra one?
There's a few different drivers. So Tim Gren, he's running the Gavra logo on the side of his car and then on his helmet as well. I think also, is Natty on a lap here? No, I don't think he would. No, he wasn't on a lap. We've also got, I think, Dan Snyder and that also running that livery. But anyway, so we've got Play Dutchy, who managed to secure pole for the 3rd time in a row. Very dominant from Dutchy there. We got Ifin in 2nd place. We had a Tim Gren in 3rd. I'm just doing this off memory for the moment, so forgive me. 4th is Toussaint, 5th is Tiger, 6th is Natty, 7th is Holland Campion, 8th is Bon Evil. We've got Dan Snyder starting in 9th, Oriel in 10th, Daniel Gardenzi in 11th, Tobster in 12th, Cryptek in 13th, and Jetsy in 14th. But we've got to get back to the front of the grid because the race is about to get going. 50 minutes. And it's lights out and away we go, and Dutchy gets a good start, so does Ifin, but I think Timgren's got an even better start. Takes P2 off of Ifin. That's unfortunate for him, but he's now getting
3 wide at the moment. That's Natty, Toussaint and Bonnie Evil 3 wide. Bonnie slipped through. Oh, and they're 4 wide at the back there. I didn't even see who that was.
Massive battle going on here.
Tiger Assassin wheel to wheel.
Wow, and they were going like 3 wheels.
Getting his nose in there. Makes up a move into P7.
Oh, and here's, I think Tobster was looking for the move there potentially on these guys, and looking for the move on Holland Campion, I think it was there, but ended up just behind Holland.
That's Tiger making a move on Natty there. Makes the move up, puts him up into 6th now from 7th. Dan Schneider right on the back of Natty as well. Really close start.
Yeah, it was a good battle there, actually.
Oh, they were wheel to wheel through that really tight section of the track. It was Cryptic and Tobster. Tobster having a really bad start. I think he was up in P9, P8. Now he's falling to the back of the grid.
Yeah, so unfortunate for
way back through.
So unfortunate for Cryptic. He's gonna be looking all over the back of Jetsy, but unfortunately just not being able to get the move done. Now he actually looks. Round the outside it will switch to. I was going to say down the inside, but it switches. But now Tobster makes the move on Cryptek, as Cryptek was going a bit slowly there and just manages to make the position up. There's Tobster there. So relatively staying the same at the front of the field. We've still got Dutchy leading the way. About 7 tenths now back to a Tim Gren. And then Ifin in third, Bonneville staying right behind them in fourth. She actually must have had a really good start to the round. I'm sure she was about P6 when she started. She's overtaking the BCMR brothers, I think, there. I think she definitely, she must have got past them.
Also, Ben, don't check the chat on your PlayStation. Check it on your phone because it pauses the stream.
Right. Okay. No, I've been missing that then. I kept checking it on the. Yeah, no, I've kept checking it on the thing, and it's probably been pausing it.
Oh, that's Cryptek. Just slipped his nose there. Past Hobster. That was a really good move.
Oh, and Jetsy's gone wide and he's off. Oh, that's not great for Jetsy. He's lost a load of time. He's now about 3.5 seconds behind Hobster. That's so unfortunate for him. I think he just.
That's Bonneville making a move
car.
on Daniel Gardenzi there. Bonnie's fallen down the grid a little bit. Dan Schneider now getting past Bonneville, but Bonnie's coming back at him now. This is a really good battle, and she just has the better line and just had her nose in. But Dan Schneider now again, I think coming back at Bonneville is a really close battle. I think Bonnie is just ahead and just keeps P7 for the meantime.
Yeah, but
Dan Schneider is still on the back of her.
Dan Schneider's staying all over the back of her, and also we've got another battle behind with Daniel Gardenzi and Holland Campion.
Holland Campion just getting his nose in, has a better line.
Gonna send it down the inside. Ah, he's made the move. Good move.
Makes that move.
No, good move there. Good move. But,
fair play to Daniel there. Left him more than enough. Just backed out then.
Yeah, that was fair racing, but Holland sent it down the inside and made it stick. Good move from him. It's literally staying the same at the front. Come on, guys, start racing. We want some racing at the front. We've got Ifin, who's about 5 tenths behind. No, we don't want no Dutchy domination. But now he's already pulled out 1.4 seconds as Dutchy showing his domination. 1.6 seconds now. He's just pulling that gap. He's just having fun out there, isn't he? But
Toussaint running really wide onto the.
So unfortunate for Toussaint. Oh, and he's oh god, and that is so bad for the team.
Too wide at the moment. Toussaint and Gardenzi just getting the move done.
So unfortunate, he's losing positions so much. He just keeps dropping back.
Left, right, and centre, man. He needs to find his composure again, get into another rhythm. There's two people going word to word. That's Cryptek and Topster again, but Cryptek just getting that move done. Up into P12, they need to find their way back through the grid. Bonneville having a look at Dan Schneider there, but just backs out of it.
Yeah, Bonneville obviously overtaken by Dan Schneider. She was ahead. She was up in about P4, so she's dropped right back now to P7. So maybe having a bit of contact. I think that was Ifin coming under massive pressure from a Tim Gun, as a Tim Gun absolutely launched on the curb there, and somehow managing to keep it in, but Tim Grant trying to stay with Ifin. He's gonna have a great run going down this corner. Yeah, he's definitely not going to be the only one to make a mistake. Definitely not.
Just letting Dutchy pull away. Look at the gap now. It's 3 seconds. It was just 1.2 before.
Yeah, Dutchy setting the fastest lap as well, just to
pretty much secured the W, unless he has like a spin or something. But
oh, and that was Jetsy leaving the room as well. It was just Jetsy leaving the session. Unfortunately, he was about 6 seconds behind, and he's unfortunately, well, what we'd say in F1 has retired the car, but he's left the session.
It's unfortunate for him. Maybe he can have a better race next weekend. Where's the next track, by the way?
Oh, good question, Isaac. You put me on the spot there, but go Dutchy, humiliating them all. Yeah, I mean, Dutchy is humiliating them all at the moment, unfortunately. As much as, you know, it's great to see one driver pulling away, and he's obviously got a huge amount of talent here. But we do want to see some close racing at the same time. We've got Tiger Assassin making the move on the Timgren up into P3, but actually runs a little bit wide there. Does Tiger and a Timgren
right onto the back of him?
Yeah, he's going to stay right behind, isn't he? A Timgren.
Twitch by a Timgren. Just put him back a little bit.
But yeah, hopefully we can see some close racing towards the front. We don't want Dutchy always running away with it.
The 3 wide. That's Daniel Gardenzi and Oriole running off the track, twitching the wheel left, right, and centre. That's
Oh, and
Tuesday now,
Toussaint.
going around the
Yeah.
outside, going around the outside of Daniel Gardenzi, makes up that position, puts him into P9, but that's Cryptek, and I believe that's Daniel Gardenzi again going wheel to wheel.
Yeah, and Cryptek just trying to stay very close behind.
Yeah, Daniel Gardenzi just keeps that position for now, but they're really close. The amount of temps separating P10 to P13.
Yeah, and I've only just noticed as well, I'm loving Cryptek's helmet. I've only just seen it. Running the Lando Norris helmet. So big shout out to Lando Norris there. And is he going to try and make a dive bomb down the inside, much like his new teammate Daniel Ricciardo would? But no, thinks better of it.
Pulling out to the left of Ifin there. Just didn't have the momentum, but
Timgren somehow got past Tiger as well, wasn't he?
But I don't think he does, but that's allowed Natty now. He's getting a little bit of time with all this battling up ahead.
Yeah,
right
Tiger
on the back of
getting right
Tiger's
up behind him now, yeah.
Oh, that's Holland Campion making up the move on Dan Schneider. And Bonnie Evil now getting involved.
Oh, and I think that was a Timgren running wide, was it there? I can't see. I'm looking. Such a bad camera angle.
P4.
Yeah, and he's lost two positions there. And now he's got Natty all over the back of him, and Natty pulling out towards the inside, and there's almost contact there, but they keep it all sorts of clean through there. I don't know why I said all sorts clean,
Schneider,
but they've kept it all clean.
Wheel to wheel. A little bit of contact there, but Bonnie Evil just getting her elbows out and just asserting her position right now in P7.
Yeah, Bon Evil right up behind Holland Campion as well. Hope she's going to be looking to make the move on them, but it's staying all the same at the front now. We've got Tiger, who's closed right up behind Ifin now, and Ifin's front, as the Peugeot has got this trait of really ruining the front tyres, and here comes Tiger, send him one down the inside. He's going to keep his nose in.
Wheel to wheel.
They're both going wheel to wheel. This is a great battle going on here as Ifin keeps it.
It's a little bit wide, slightly aggressive. Keeps his position at Timgren.
Yeah, and as a Timgren makes the move.
That's Toussaint and Dan Schneider wheel to wheel.
And it's going to be under brake in his time.
Campion's got past Dan Schneider as well. Bonnie Evil now just looking to catch up to Natty. It's quite a sizable distance to close, but really needs to get our head down in this race.
Yeah, and actually someone just come into the chat saying well done to Holland Campion, and you know what, when I saw him in P6 I didn't really notice it, but Tiger's actually now made the move going up into P2, and a Timgren looking for the move on Ifin. So as I was saying, those front tyres is going off. Look at the tyre wear that Ifin's got on his front tyres, and he's definitely going to want to be coming into the pit soon, as he's just losing so much time now, and he's got Natty all over the back of him as a Timgren's made the move. And it's Natty kicking out the rear there, almost looked like he was pulling the handbrake through there, but no, manages to keep the car all in one piece, and has lost a little bit of time to Ifin, but nothing that he won't be able to recover. Still a long way to go in this race, as Tiger wanting to pull a bit of a gap.
Bonnie Evil going wheel to wheel.
Yeah, and Holland Campion having a really good race.
Bonnie holding it around the outside, just had a better line through that corner. Good move by her though. They were wheel to wheel through that really technical part of the track. That
yeah,
elevation changes.
Unfortunately, didn't quite see the move, but yeah, Holland Campion going to stay right behind Bon Evil. He's having a very good race at the moment. Is Holland Campion, so it's going to be interesting to see what he can do in this race. I mean, it's a long way to go. P7.
It's quite early.
Yeah. Oh, what did I say? I swear, if we wound the flipping stream back, we'd see.
Wheel to wheel, Oil just having the inside line, better line through that corner, but they are very close. Cryptek right on the back of Oriole at the moment.
Yeah, Cryptek looking all over the back of
the
him.
move in the straight, just biding his time at the moment. Doesn't want to make a reckless move and break into.
Someone asking, is everyone score points or is it just the top 10? So it is I think it's everyone. Because if you look at the current driver standings, there's only been one race where they've not scored and they've got 0 points. I think everyone gets at least 1 point, so it's 30 points for first, 24 for second, 21 for third.
Oil nearly losing
And
the
then
car. Let's
18.
allow Cryptek to come through. Cryptek puts himself up into P8 now. Oriole just having to
Ooh.
look at the back of Cryptek's car after that massive mistake.
Yeah, very close racing
Not what you
now.
wanna be
But now
doing.
they're both going
They're
into the
both-
pits.
Yeah, both come into the pits after that.
Interesting to see which one's going to come out ahead. Natty also coming into the pits, wanting to get that undercut. But interestingly, Dutchy, Tiger, and the Timgren, and Anton Toussaint as well, all staying out. A lot of drivers at the front have decided to go long on their strategy. Going to be interesting. A long way to go in this race, but Ifin was making the undercuts work last race as well, so going to be interesting to see if he can do that again. Tiger's now actually pulled a massive gap to a Timgren of 2 seconds. It'll be interesting to see if a Timgren can try and pull that back, but he's pulled a massive gap. And Dutchy is now 10.7 seconds out in the lead. He's running away with it. Is Dutchy? He's in a league of his own out here. He's having fun, isn't he? He's just whipping it about himself. He's loving it.
I don't think anyone's gonna beat him.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's many people that are going to be able to get close to him unless he's able to make a mistake.
Probably what Tiger's hoping for, especially in the championship as well.
Hello, Castengel, also in the chat. Castengel is one of our drivers in the Premier Series. We're actually racing against this season, so good luck to him in that series. Yeah, it's
Good luck to me and Zandvoort.
Backcountry just letting us know about the point system. So yeah, it is everyone who finished is able to get the points. Only anyone who didn't finish, such as Jetsy, unfortunately in this race, who wasn't able to finish, he will score no points. But yeah, interesting at the front at the moment. There's a massive gap between obviously Dutchy and Tiger, and there's that gap between Timgren and I think they're all kind of spread out now, unfortunately. So we're not seeing that close kind of racing, but we have got Ifin, who's closing up to Daniel Gardenzi. Ifin's pitted for the super soft tyres, but he's obviously going to have much fresher tyres than those at the front of the field. But are they just going to go off too quickly? Is he going to be able to get the undercut? We're just not sure yet, but here goes Ifin, looking for the move on Daniel Gardenzi, going to pull out to the inside of the next corner. Is he going to be able to be late enough on the brakes? And makes that move stick. Good move from him there, puts him up into 8th place, but might be, I think it'll be about a net P3, or potentially P2 if he gets a good undercut on Tiger as well. But yeah, he's definitely going to be hoping to make the undercut work, as he's looking all over the back of Dan Schneider now. He goes a little bit deep into that corner, and he's going to look round the outside now as Ifin.
Make a bit of contact.
Yeah, I think he hit his rear end a little bit now.
Yeah. They are going wheel to wheel, and Ifin now having the better line, the better traction out of that corner, makes that position up into P7.
Oh, and we've got Holland Campion and Timgren both deciding to jump into the pits here. Timgren opting for the soft tyres? Can't quite see. Seems like a really long pit stop here, but it's not really. So here comes a Timgren out. He's gone onto the soft tyres again, and Holland Campion has also gone on the soft tyres. So both wanted to go a bit longer in this race, as we've got Ifin now has made his way up into P5, as we've seen those guys pit in, so he is making that time up. There's Tiger and Dutchy all coming through. I think, looking at the state of Tiger's front tyres, he's going to be wanting to come in the next few laps on those soft tyres. Definitely looking a lot more worn. Let's see. Hello, Zexify in the chat.
Oh, that is Dutchy into the pits now. Let's see what and Tiger as well. Tiger copying Dutchy's strategy, which I thought he would be. Oh, and Toussaint now. They're all into the pits.
Yeah.
Front runners. That's promoted Bonnie into P1. And yeah, you were right. Ifin gets P2. He's clearly made that undercut work.
Absolutely massive undercut from Ifin, as
Yeah.
He's about 3.8 seconds behind, or in front of, sorry, Daniel Gardenzi. But then, who would have been the closest person was obviously Dutchy. You had that massive gap of about 10 seconds. You see just how much the undercut can work around here. The Dutchy's now come out in P10. Oh no, so he's come out P4. Well, it definitely said P10. That was not just me. It definitely said P10. But he's come out in P4, just behind Daniel Gardenzi by about 8 tenths, and then Ifin is about 4.4 seconds ahead. So he's gained about 14 seconds through that undercut as Ifin. So that is a massive gain there. But he's going to have those tyres going off pretty quickly.
Oriole will to will with Natty at the moment. Timgren's also getting involved. They might go 3 wide. Oriole just ahead in the braking zone and makes that move stick, puts him up to P5. And Timgren now has got past Natty as well. Has put him into P6. Maybe Natty made a mistake or something. Man. He's just lost 2 positions. He had a compromised exit. Timgren will to will with Natty again. Natty is coming back at him. Saying that, and let's put Oriole up into P5 with that battling. Definitely worked in his favour. Yeah,
definitely, and yeah, Oriole just managing to stay ahead for now, but he's going to have a Timgren all over the back of him. I think a Timgren's on much fresher tyres, yeah, as he is.
Clearly sees directly behind him, man.
Timgren's all over the back of him. Looks down the inside. Is he going to be late enough on the brakes on this occasion? No, actually stays behind, and is going to see as Oriole goes deep into the corner. Oriole goes deep. Timgren takes the title line, gets the move done, and that is a classic switchback move if I've ever seen one. But yeah, good move there from Timgren. Makes his way up into P3 for the moment. Unfortunately, Tiger's actually dropped back a bit now, so that's very unfortunate for Tiger and Toussaint. They've both dropped back quite a bit, and Holland Campion has also, as he's in P8 at the moment, but he's got the likes of Cryptek ahead of him, who are just going that much longer on their tyres. So we've got Toussaint who's going to be wanting to make the move as well. He's on the medium tyres, is Toussaint. So interesting to see the change in strategy that they're going to have as Tiger gets all sort of out of shape.
Just a little bit, yeah.
And that is definitely going to cost him some time there, unfortunately. He's on the medium tyre, so this is going to be the tyres that he's going a long part of the race on. He's not going to be wanting to do that too often, loses 2.3 seconds on this lap. So, unfortunate for Tiger there. He's going to want to make his way back up the field if he can, but he's now lost 7.1 seconds to Natty ahead, and he's got Cryptek now looking all over the back of him. They're both on the medium tyres, so it's just a matter of who can get ahead here. I mean, Tiger's on slightly less worn tyres, but...
Well, this is Natty now looking to get his nose in, and he does. They're wheel to wheel, Natty and Oriole. Oriole just had a better line into that corner again, and keeps P4 for now, but Natty still right on the back, and that's Oriole drifting it onto the gravel. Oriole's off, and that's put Natty into P4. It was a crucial error by Oriole there.
Yeah.
Can't be making too many of those mistakes.
Nah, not even a forced error there, unfortunately, for Oriole, just losing the car. But it is a long way to go in this race. He's on the super soft tyres. He's got absolutely like no fuel left.
Campion and Cryptek are wheel to wheel.
Oh yeah, here comes Colin Campion.
Later on the brakes, it's a good move by him. Oh, but that's put Toussaint now right on the back of Cryptek, now wheel to wheel. Toussaint, oh, there's a little bit of barging, and Toussaint just forces Cryptek ever so slightly off the track. A little bit of aggressive defending, but definitely within his rights. So he keeps P8. That was a really good textbook defending by Toussaint.
Yeah, no, Toussaint older, Holland Campion actually, he's doing very well here up in P6 at the moment. But he's got Toussaint all over the back of him here, and unfortunately I think just with that slipstream, because the difference in time, this Holland Campion just not going to be getting the same slipstream that Toussaint is on his teammate, and Toussaint is looking, but he's not quite close enough at the moment to be looking for the move. Holland Campion is actually on the soft tyres, whereas Toussaint's on the mediums. It's going to be interesting to see if Toussaint's going to be able to get past. To be honest, he's struggling a bit at the moment. He's about 4 tenths behind. Maybe he will be looking for the move. Laguna Seca is a great track.
Is that Natty running the same livery as Bonnie? I can't tell.
Natty is running, yeah, very, very similar livery. It's not quite the same, just because they're they're running different cars. But yeah, interesting to know. Past his former F1 teammate. Who do you mean by it? Was it, because obviously the stream won't be the exact same time. Who was it that was the former teammate? Because I'm not quite sure who I was looking at the time that you sent that, so if you just let me know. I think as Ifin's actually coming to the pits for his second stop, so yeah, those front tyres just
Topster
going
losing
off.
the cars, put Bonnie Evil right on the back of him. They're wheel to wheel now, and Topster's still ahead into this next braking zone, but I think Bonnie's just going to be later on the brakes than she does, and makes that move up into P8. That was a good move by Bonnie.
Definitely
Really
a good move by her.
Bonnie Evil. Did you catch that?
Yeah, Bonnie will taking the inside line. Classic move from her there. Making the move as we've got Holland Campion still all over the back of Tiger. Actually, no, he wasn't always all over the back of Tiger. It was the other way around before. It was Toussaint looking for the move on Holland, but Holland all over the back of Tiger at the moment here, and he's definitely going to be looking for the move on Tiger, as Holland just on those slightly better tyres.
Making contact with Bonnie Evil. Bonnie Evil nearly lost the car because of that. Let's put Topster through. Oh, I'm not sure that was a good move by Topster there, but Bonnie Evil now is smacking into the side of Topster, just forcing him off onto the curb a little bit.
Yeah, forcing him a bit wide there, but I think that was all fair racing.
Yeah, Topster did that to her, so
yeah, only fair that.
Definitely within Bonnie's rights to give him a taste of his own medicine on that occasion.
Holland Campion and Cryptek.
Oh, that's Ifin now going straight past Cryptek. Cryptek going slow through that corner. Or Ifin's on faster tyres, I couldn't tell, but either way that was a decent move by Ifin.
Well, unfortunately, Ifin's also picked up a 3/10 penalty.
Nearly losing the car, running onto the gravel. Corners really proving to be difficult.
I think Topster was going wide there as well. Struggling a bit, some of the drivers here with these long races, because you do the races in F1 and you can do a 50% race and it's tiring, especially if you have the qualifying on as well. These guys are non-stop.
It's so tiring.
Because they have the kind of 18-minute, or is it 15-minute qualifying session, sorry. But in that session, they're constantly racing through it. It's not like F1 where, you go out, do one lap and you're straight back in. They've got a 15-minute qualifying and then a 50-minute race, and that is a long race to be doing, in the cockpit. If you're doing it on a wheel as well, it's a long way to go. We've got a few battles coming up on track. We've still got Topster, who's staying right behind Bon Evil. We've got Holland Campion and Toussaint, as Toussaint's looking for the move on Holland Campion. Tries to go round the outside. Bit of an unorthodox way to make a move.
Oh, and again they make contact.
Definitely a weird way to take that corner. You don't normally go round the outside there, but Toussaint almost made it work. Made a little bit of contact, but no damage for either of the drivers. But this is just playing right into the hands of Ifin, who's now on those super soft tyres. Makes a little bit of contact. And that was Ifin. Dude makes the move on both of them.
Big move there. A little bit of contact with
huge dive bomb from Ifin. Huge.
A Bonnie Evil dive bomb.
Could have been an awesome move from Tiger. Yeah, and Tiger's just, unfortunately, he's now kind of in no man's land, as he's lost Natty by 6 seconds, and he's about a second between him and Ifin. Unfortunately, he's a bit. Oh yeah, no, it was Toussaint. Oh, so you were talking about Toussaint. Yeah, it was. I think it was Toussaint there. Yeah. But yeah, Ifin now looking right on the back of Tiger Assassin, and Ifin's on those super soft tyres, so he should have a mountain more grip than Tiger will on those worn medium tyres. And Ifin looking all over the back of Tiger now, looking where he can make the move. Not gonna.
Toussaint just made a good move on Holland Campion there.
Oh, but Toussaint runs wide and goes off.
He's messed up. Oh, he got launched on the curb.
Oh, and that is
absolutely launched.
That is so unfortunate though for Toussaint there, and that's the second time he's been losing it in this race. He's gonna want to be so. That's so unfortunate for him, as Natty actually decides to take his pit stop now, and so does Cryptek. As Cryptek just having no fuel left, needing to be pitting.
Right
Natty actually did it.
Tiger, Ifin's making a move on Tiger for third here. He's going around the long way. Tiger leaves him the room. Tiger forces him a little bit wide there, and they're still wheel to wheel. Going into the next braking zone. Let's see what happens.
Bit of contact.
I think Ifin just got his nose ahead.
He did. Looks like
very
he's
close.
Yeah, and Ifin making the move there.
Move
but Tiger actually running wide there, getting a bit on the gravel.
A little bit wide, yeah, onto that gravel.
As unfortunately, we would have lost a little bit of time for that. I was gonna say I wasn't gonna say to him because obviously he's racing, but I was gonna say that he might wanna lay off there and kind of just let Ifin through. I don't think at the moment his race is with Ifin, and now he's got Holland Campion all over. Well, not all over the back of him, but he's about 1.5 seconds behind. And he's on the soft tyres, so I think Tiger's battle would have more been with him. So yeah, a bit unfortunate for him now, as we've got a Timgren from second place actually jumping into the pits here. Feels like those soft tyres aren't going to go any longer in the race. Wanting to make that pit stop now, and Tiger.
Oh, that's Oriole spinning it. Oh, that's bad for Oriole's race. Down and last. Got caught up on that technical part. I need to remember the turn names, but yeah, that was really bad for him. Really bad. Just completely spun the car. Bad for the tyres as well.
Yeah, so unfortunate there for Oriole. He's now lost about 8 seconds to Dan Snyder, and unfortunately, like those mistakes we kind of saw Toussaint making in the earlier parts of the race, I don't think that he's going to be able to make up a whole lot of time from that. Unfortunately, he's now way off.
Timgren right on the back of Topstar, pulls out to the right hand side. Timgren really late on the brakes there and makes that position up. That was a good move by Timgren. I must say,
Timgren having so much overspeed there, as he's just literally, as you were saying that, just left the pits on those super soft tyres, and Topster on those much older medium tyres. Probably going to want to be pitting soon. Actually, is Topster on those medium tyres there, running just below half fuel. And yeah, people saying Despot in the chat. He say big well done to Holland Campion so far, because in the championship so far he's, you know, I don't want to say he's been doing bad, but he hasn't kind of been up there with the top guys, and at the moment he's right up there in between the BCMR brothers of Toussaint and Tiger. So, you know, he's looking in a good position here for some great points today, hopefully, if you know, hopefully commentators curse permitting, that he'll be able to keep that position in the race. But he has got Toussaint looking all over the back of him now, as those soft tyres of Holland's are just starting to fall away potentially from the likes of Toussaint and Tiger, who are both on the medium tyres. Just looking to see if there are any more close battles on track at the moment.
Daniel Gardenzi and Topster. Well, that was Natty running a little bit wide, yeah, but Daniel Gardenzi and Topster, really close gap between them at the moment.
And Daniel Gardenzi in the McLaren, the only driver to be sporting the McLaren for this season. Daniel Gardenzi is unfortunately not had the best couple of races so far, but he's looking on the back of Topster at the moment. But he's also got Natty to be careful of, and Natty's now getting right involved on this battle, and he's all over the rear of Daniel Gardenzi, looking where he can make the move. but thinks better of it into that corner. Is going to look as they go through the second sector. Is he going to look for the move going through the corkscrews? He does.
He runs wide, and that's put Natty through.
Yeah, is Natty making the move through the corkscrews? Great move from him there.
Forced Daniel into a mistake there.
He was desperate.
Topster now.
He's proud.
Putting Topster under a lot of pressure.
And there's Daniel Gardenzi.
Will and Topster's just forced him ever so wide, but Natty's hold it round the long way, and I think he's making it work. Yeah. Oh no, he just falls slightly behind, flashing at Topster, probably to try and work together a little bit there. But that's a Timgren and Bon Evil will to will. Bon Evil just making that move on a Timgren there. Didn't quite catch that.
Interesting that Bon Evil would be making the move as a Timgren is on much fresher tyres as he tries to send it down the inside.
Got launched on the curve and got sent into Bonnie there mid contact.
He actually did as
well. He got launched on the curb. So then,
as it's going to try and brake early, get a good cutback, and he does get a good comeback. Timgren looking down the inside of the before the corner before the corkscrews, and yeah, he's made the move there up into P6. Obviously on the much fresher tyres, he was in a net P2. But I'm going to be interested now as Tiger and Ifin actually coming into the pits again. So Ifin, he has this really weird kind of pit stop strategy where he stops every so often, puts on a fresh set of like super soft tyres or something, puts in a very low amount of fuel, and then comes into the pits again. He's constantly in the pits, Ifin. It's like his second home in these races.
Campion getting past Toussaint, but Toussaint is coming back at him really late onto the brakes, putting it round the long way into this corner. Holland Campion just having a tighter line. Toussaint having better traction though and makes that move up into P3. That was a good move by him.
Yeah,
and Holland is still directly behind the back of him.
Fortunately, Holland's tyres have just gone away from him and he's very low on fuel. He's probably going to want to come in at the end of this lap, as Ifin has also already come into the pits, so he's definitely going to want to be pitting at the end of this lap as Holland Campion as he's just running out of fuel.
Why can I check there, like fuel and tyre wear and shit?
You know, at the bottom of your screen, does it have like 4 boxes at the bottom?
Yeah.
With like an exit sign. Well, just press circle, and then it should show you all the kind of data. And then at the bottom left, you can see the tyres, and the red lines are how worn they are. So the lower down the red lines are, the worse the tyres are, and you can see the fuel in the bottom left as well. But yeah, Holland's Campion doesn't come into the pits, interestingly. Going to stay out for one more lap. Thinks he's got a bit more time to give on those tyres. As Tiger coming through now, he's still on the medium tyres. So interestingly, because Tiger and Toussaint have been able to go so much longer on those tyres, they've been able to go longer and kind of make strategies much weaker, as together they've just been able to work together and pull a gap to these guys, and they're keeping Holland Campion behind.
Nearly losing the car, just got on the curb there, man.
And
yeah, game changing.
It could have been, but he's also 24 seconds ahead of anyone else. He is in a league of his own out here, and it looks like with 15 minutes to go, unfortunately, it's as much as, you know, all credit goes to Play Dutchy, and what a great races he's having at the moment. If he wins today, he'll make it 3 in a row in this championship. So very, very impressive stuff. But, you know, I do want to see him, unfortunately, a bit further back and fight him with the likes of Tiger and Toussaint, you know. But I mean, what can you do? He's very quick, is Dutchy, and all credit to him. Doing a great job at the moment, as Tiger now actually decides that it's his time to come into the pit. So does Holland Campion, like I was saying. He's just very low on fuel and having to come into the pit stop. I think it's quite early for Tiger to be pitting, but he's decided that now's the right time. Potentially, yeah. I mean, he was ahead of him already, so it's interesting that he'd want to make the undercut. Not quite sure what Tiger was thinking with that strategy, but he was quite low on fuel, so maybe he's just wanting to fuel up, get some fresh rubber on, and go to the end of the race on these tyres. I'd presume. I'm thinking he's going to go on the soft tyres here. He goes onto the soft tyres. So
Bonnie Evil also into the pits, but opts for the medium.
Interesting that Holland Campion.
Oh, no. Bonnie went soft. Sorry.
Yeah, it does do that sometimes, where it will kind of tell you that they're on softs, and you don't see them actually change it in the pit stop. But anyway, we've got Dutchy also coming into the pits. But yeah, it was well, not worried, but I was interested that Tiger actually went for the soft tyres. I think he probably could have gone longer on the mediums and then maybe gone on the super soft for the end of the race. But he's decided to go for the soft tyres. But he went mediums on his middle stint of the race. So on his first pit stop, he decided to go for the medium tyres. But he went about the same amount of laps that Holland Campion did. So whether Holland was just saving his tyres better, or Tiger, was just pushing harder on those mediums, I don't know. But it didn't look like that medium strategy paid off as well as maybe Tiger would have wanted. I'm not quite sure. I think you have to use 2 tyre compounds in this one, so he would have had to pit on at least one of them anyway.
Toussaint also into the pits.
Yeah, I think Dutchy is having fun out there. He's got to be having fun. I think he loves this game, but it does get a bit boring out there in the lead all the time. But yeah, what can you do? He is, like I said, in a complete league of his own, ahead of a Timgren, about 4.4 seconds behind, 4.5 seconds behind. Sorry, but a Timgren is on much more worn tyres on those super softs. They're very worn actually, and with 10 minutes to go roughly, I don't think a Timgren is going to be able to go to the end of the race on those tyres.
This is Toussaint looking for the move on Cryptech, and gets that move done relatively easily.
I think Cryptech didn't make that too hard on him.
Cryptech just closed the door back on Tiger, but Tiger's now coming back at him. They were wall to wall, and Tiger's just a better line through there, and just outdoes him into the braking zone. Makes his way up into P6. Good move by him.
I don't think Cryptech's battle was with those guys today, unfortunately, so just letting them go, realising that his race is maybe with the likes of Holland Campion behind, but Cryptech spun and he's off into the gravel, and that's so unfortunate for him, and that's allowed Holland Campion to go through, maybe Bon Evil as well, as Bon Evil's coming through that kind of section of track, and I think she is going to maybe get out Cryptech, but Cryptech's managed to get going again, but that was just so unfortunate for him there. Bon Evil going wide, yeah. And just in this part of the race, I think people just struggling.
It's really unfortunate for Cryptech there.
But yeah, Holland Campion now back up into P7 for Holland. And he's about 6 seconds behind Tiger, unfortunately. So big gap between those two. As Natty running quite wide there, going onto the gravel. Not going to hurt his lap time too much though. Ifin is in third. He's on the super soft tyres with about 10 minutes to go. Might have to pit again, but he has got that kind of cushion to Natty of about 7.5 seconds. Natty's also got a 2/10 penalty to serve. Oh, Holland Campion has great tyre management. Yeah, you know what? The fact that he was able to stay out on those tyres, I mean, they're in the same car as well, obviously, Tiger and Holland. The fact that he was able to stay out that much longer on those soft tyres compared to the mediums of Tiger was very impressive. He had some great tyre wear, but he was also able to kind of keep that fight going with Toussaint and Tiger at the same time. So, Holland's having a great race here. They're currently down in P7, but like I said, a few of the other drivers will need to come into the pits. Timgren currently coming into the pits. We've also got Natty, who will need to pit again, I believe, as his soft tyres are very worn there. With about 8 minutes to go. Ifin also might need to pit again. He will. He's on very low fuel there, is Ifin. and his front tyres are starting to go off quite badly, unfortunately, in his Peugeot. Dutchy still out in the lead by 12 seconds now. The gap just coming down slightly. Toussaint gradually gaining on Natty G ahead, but I'm not sure if it's going to matter, as Natty actually I think has picked up another penalty, as he's now got 6/10 of penalties to serve there. And Tiger also just coming through behind his teammate. I never saw Toussaint get past Tiger, so that was interesting. I'm sure
it happened, quite early on in the race.
Unless it was
Oriol now giving way to
pit stops.
Dutchy. Oriol just wasn't able to recover his race today after that, after suffering that spin.
Yeah, so unfortunate for Oriol, and he's now
really
16 seconds off the likes of Dan Schneider, not being able to make that race back up.
This is a Timgren looking on the back of Holland Campion, probably catch up to him and save half of that.
As like I said, here comes Natty into the pits as well. But yeah, Timgren all over the back of Holland Campion, both running the same livery, the same Gavra livery. Shout out to those guys for running that livery. But yeah, Timgren now looking for the move. Actually tries to go round the outside. Holland defends aggressively to the inside, but no match for Timgren's brand new super soft tyres. And Holland Campion just realising maybe that his race isn't with Timgren today. And he's also got Bon Evil now looking behind him in P7. So he's definitely going to want to be careful of Bon Evil. Also got Ifin, who's probably going to be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. You'd think with about 6 minutes to go, it would be the perfect time to kind of come into the pits. His super softs are going off. He's not going to make it to the end of the race on that amount of fuel. He's about 12 seconds between himself and Toussaint as he does come into the pits on this lap, and going to see if Toussaint's going to be able to come through. Yeah, I don't know that, Pierre. I don't know how Toussaint's done it. He's now actually gone up into P2, as you've said that, with his 2 mistakes. But, I mean, Tiger's made a couple of mistakes as well. I've not seen Ifin make any mistakes. I think he's had a very good race. So has Holland. And my game's glitching again, I think.
Going onto the gravel a little bit there. He manages to keep the car in barely.
It told me that Ifin was in like P9, but I think he's actually coming out P6. Yeah, he's coming out just behind Holland, I think, here. Is Ifin. Love the sound of that Peugeot engine there. As oh, and Holland Campion has now got Ifin all over the back of him.
Had so much momentum through that corner and just breezed past Holland Campion. There's
so much overspeed. So much overspeed. And yeah, Ifin now going to be looking.
Oh, this is Cryptek pulling up to the side of Daniel Gardenzi. Daniel Gardenzi just makes a bit of contact with him.
Yeah, and Cryptek pushes him wide a bit there, I think. Yeah, I thought he pushed him off the track a little bit there, but all fair. All fair racing, I think, there, although he's pushed him a bit wide. As Oriol making his final pit stop of the day. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference to this race. Dutchy still out in the lead now by 25.8 seconds. Another dominant performance from Dutchy. And so much difference. Yeah, I mean, it just looked like he had so much more pace. It looks Oriol coming out of the pits just ahead of Tiger, but it's obviously not for position there. But yeah, Ifin and Timgren is the closest battle that we have near the front of the field. And Bon Evil wanting to close up to Holland Campion, but she's not looking like she's closing a massive amount. With only 3 minutes left to go, about 3 or 4 laps left, probably 3, depending on where the leaders are on that final lap. But Toussaint putting in a personal best sector there. And yeah, Ifin now is gaining up on a Timgren, as a Timgren's tyres are about 3 laps, I think, older. So going to be interested to see if Ifin's going to be able to snatch P4 from a Timgren.
Ifin just has so much grip into these corners on those fresh sets of super subs.
I think that's his strategy. He just keeps pitting for fresh tyres, putting in a low amount of fuel, and he's almost doing like a qualifying, but he's done it so often, and I mean it's working for him. But I really think that he could be further up there, though. I think if he was fighting with kind of as he sets the fastest lap of the race there, as I was saying that, I really think he could be up there, you know, fighting with the likes of Toussaint and Tiger. If he'd just go on a kind of slightly different tyre strategy. I do think it works well for him, but it just seems like at the end of the race, when he has to make that extra pit stop, he just loses that little touch with the likes of the top 3. I mean, he did a great job last weekend pulling out P2, but Timgren going slightly wide there, and that's going to allow Ifin to gain that bit more up behind him, now only 3/10 behind the Jaguar. And yeah, the Peugeot looking all over the back of Timgren.
Timgren defends quite aggressively, just ruins any chance Ifin could have had at sending one.
That was very aggressive, and I was getting flashbacks from the British Group GP.
Wheel to wheel, and Ifin just really.
But he takes the wider line.
Yeah, maybe looking for a better line out of this corner.
Went deeper into the corner, tried to get the switch back, and he's going to have a great momentum into the final sector here. Is he going to look down the inside? No, thinks better of it, thinking about the main straight and the slipstream that he's going to get through there. So, or is he going to try and make it down into the last corner? No, thinks better of it, and is going to just try and get that slipstream onto the main straight, and he's pretty much already ahead of the Jaguar. Still going to go wheel to wheel. But I think going to have the inside line.
It was so nearly contact into that corner, but I think just making that position up, just defending his place, stays P4 for now.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Ifin, I think that's going to be the end of his day, as the next car ahead is Tiger, who is 5.7 seconds ahead with only 40 seconds remaining in this race at the moment. We've still got a Dutchie leading as he comes round the final corner. What another great race for Dutchie. It's 3 in a row, and another insane performance here in the Group 4 cars. Dutchie wins! Not yet. I'm doing well. Here comes Toussaint coming round. We've got Ifin and Timgren still fighting it out. Holland's Campion actually looking under pressure now from Natty behind him, as Natty looking to make a last minute dive bomb. He's on the super soft tyres, Holland's Campion on the softs. Be patient, one more lap. It was the timings that were doing it for me. With 30 seconds left, I thought they would have stopped it, but and Natty looking down the inside into the last corner, but makes a little bit of contact. Maybe he should have waited onto the main straight, but he's going to stay right behind Holland, and unfortunately he's not going to get it. Yeah, and as I was saying, I said he should have stayed behind, but actually that was the last opportunity he had to make the move, as the checkered flag is coming out for these guys, as Tobster now going to cross the line with a 2/10 penalty. He's going to want to serve that, yes, and does serve the penalty before the end of the race, otherwise it would have been added to his lap time. Kryptep coming across the line as well, so is Daniel Gardenzi, and a few other guys just coming across to finish their races. We've still got Tiger and Toussaint at the front of the field, and another great race from these guys, even with those mistakes that Toussaint was made in the earlier parts of the race. He's still been able to hold on to P2, so very good stuff from him, as Dutchie has crossed the line already to win the race. So far ahead, I didn't even clock that he'd finished the race yet, but yeah, another great race from Dutchie, another win. and he's looking ever more dominant in this championship as Toussaint also rounds the last corner to take P2 for the BCMR team. Another good result for those guys, and Tiger coming across to take P3 there and sliding across the line. Lovely from Tiger there, love it. But no, great race there. Another win for Dutchy, and a good podium. Unfortunately, Ifin just wasn't able to make it 2 podiums in a row. Down in P4, Timgren in P5, Holland managing to take P6 in the end. So I think that is one of his best results in this championship. So good result for him. Obviously, we see there with Dutchy taking the win. Great result, and moves ahead in the championship. But yeah, it was Ifin in 4th, Timgren taking P5, Holland Campion in 6th, Natty in 7th, Bon Evil in taking 9th, Cryptek, unfortunately with that mistake in P10, could have potentially been P9 if he'd have just not made that mistake. Unfortunate for him. Daniel Gardenzi in 11th, Dan Schneider in 12th, and Oriel in 13th with that huge spin that he had in the race. Unfortunate for him there. So yeah, great race there in the Group 4 cars. I believe we have one more round in the Group 4 cars, and then we move to the Group 3 cars. Which is going to be an interesting switch for these drivers. Going to be interesting to see if anyone is able to go further up. As Cryptek asking in the chat if anyone wants to play Fortnite. I don't think. Yes. So maybe.
Good move by him there.
And thank you very much, Pierrick, for being in the chat. It's been great having you guys here. And yeah, we will see you for the next week.
Thank you, guys.
And next week, if I just check, we have Interlagos, so a returning favourite from the F1 leagues. We've got Interlagos there. It's going to be an interesting race. I've not really seen these cars go around here, so yeah, great race there. And thank you everyone for joining. Take care, and we'll see you next week for Interlagos. Thank you.